Greetings, everyone. Today we are going to talk about Jesus heals a blind man with mud. How do you like it? With mud, not medicine, not eye drops, but with mud. We find this in John chapter 9, verses 1 up to 41. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Word of Wisdom, where we read Bible verses every day, motivation every day, Bible studies, and motivational talks. Imagine being blind your whole life, never seeing a sunrise, your family's faces, or even your own reflection, not knowing how you look like, not knowing what color of a dress is that one, not knowing your color, whether you are black, brown, Asian, or any color. So in John chapter 9, Jesus meets a man born blind, and what he did or what he does next shocks the crowd. Yes, he heals the man using mud, but his miracle is about more than just physical sight. Let's continue so that you can understand this Bible story. Let's explore what this powerful story really teaches us. Jesus and his disciples are walking when they see a man blind from birth. The disciples ask a common question of the time. We find this in John chapter 9, verse 2. They said, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" Because we people think our parents sinned if maybe one of the children is disabled. But it's not like that. Our parents did not sin. Let's continue for further clarity. In those days, many believed suffering was always a direct result of sin. Yes, but Jesus corrects this thinking in John chapter 9, verse 3. He said, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned. But this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him." Very true. Because sometimes we suffer, maybe financially or maybe with sicknesses. So this is to show God's power in our lives, God's power in our bodies, God's power in our families. We must not take it to heart. Let's continue. This is not just about blame. It's about purpose. Jesus is about to turn this man's darkness into testimony. Everything we go through, that's testimony. Every time things happen in our lives, that's a testimony. Let's continue. Then Jesus kneels down, spits on the ground, makes a mud, and gently applies it to the man's eyes. Just imagine. Let's jump into John chapter 9, verse 6. After seeing this, he spits on the ground, made a mud with saliva, and put it on the man's eyes. Rub it on the man's eyes so that he can see. This is Jesus, miracle worker. Let's continue. Why mud? Why not just speak a word? Just often healed in different ways. This time, he uses the dust of the earth, reminding us of how humans were formed from the ground. We find this in Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. Let's continue, children of God. Then Jesus tells him in John chapter 9, verse 7, go and wash in the pool of Siloam. The man obeys. When he washes the mud away, he sees for the first time in his life. Then he came home seeing for the first time in his life. He saw light, colors, faces, and overwhelmed with joy. The crowd whisper, Pharisees arguing, people were in disbelief when they see this miracle. The miracle caused an uproar. Yes. Some neighbors didn't believe it. It was the same man who was blind all his life. They did not believe it. This is God, our Almighty One. Everything is possible with God. Others questioned how Jesus, someone not from the religious elite, could perform such a sign. Let's jump to John chapter 9:16. We say, some of the Pharisees said, this man is not from God, for he does not keep the Sabbath. They question the power of God through Jesus. The religious leaders interrogate the man, even call his parents to verify he was blind since birth. Let's go to John chapter 9, verse 25, which says, whether he is a sinner or not, I don't know. One thing I do know is that I was blind, but now I see. That's true. The man's testimony was simple but powerful. He couldn't explain theology, but he knew his life had been changed. That's true. His life has been changed by Jesus. Later, Jesus finds the man. Later, Jesus finds the then blind man and reveals himself. John chapter 9, verses 35 to 37. Do you believe in Son of Man? Who is he, sir? The man asked. You have now seen him. In fact, he's the one speaking with you. Wow. Amazing. John chapter 9, verse 38. The man said, Lord, I believe, and he worshipped him. This is wonderful. This miracle wasn't just about opening physical eyes. It was about revealing Jesus as the light of the world. John chapter 9, verse 39. For judgment I have come into this world, so that the blind will see, and those who see will become blind. Wow. Powerful statement. This is Jesus. So what about you? There are areas in your life where you need Jesus to open your eyes, physical or spiritual. Yes. He still heals even now. Like the blind man, trust in him. Obey even when it doesn't make sense. And let his light change your story. John chapter 9, verse 25. I was blind, but now I see. If this story spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe for more faith Bible stories. Thank you for watching. I love you all. God bless.